Morning campers. Revenge of the Bed Hair. Is that a wig or is it a plant? You decide. It's for coffee. So I'm just going to talk today about the importance of getting together. For those people that are awake, the first year and a half of this was a bit mental, right? Lockdowns, and people shouting at you in the streets, and people telling you to put masks on and all that bollocks. And then we were let out of our cages, and that was marvellous. And the first time I sort of got out and started meeting people who'd been watching my show, which is called The Mark Attwood Show, Adventures in a Cosmic Suit. Used to be on YouTube, it is again. They took me down a couple of times. I've been censored. I'm still being censored on Rumble even. But that's just the way it is. It's part of the territory. Yeah, the first time was an event called the Great Awakening Tour in Birmingham, which was last May, which was amazing. 600 people came, and the energy of the room was incredible. There were infiltrators there, there was weirdness there and stuff like that, but it was incredible, and we all got together because we're all points of light. And when those points of light gather together, it's like a blast of light to the dark. And then I followed that up with touring America on Truth Tour 2. We did 17 cities in 31 days. It was incredible, met 10,000 people at least, who I was shocked knew who I was, but it's not about me, it's about the message. And it met an incredible bunch of people, and we turned it into a film called Where You Attwood, which I'm premiering on the 15th of December publicly in a private screening. Is that public? Yeah, I think it is. And everybody's welcome to come along, and there'll be a Q&A afterwards, and I'll be there with the director, Kieran Casey, who spent a whole year editing 80 hours of footage down into less than 2 hours, which we showed to the people that are in the film the other night, and they seemed to like it. And really, it's kind of a behind-the-scenes look at that tour, and being an English man, the only one that actually completed the whole tour from start to finish. It was grueling, and it was a lot of fun. And it was beautiful, and we went to all the darkest spots in America, and everybody I met there was incredible. Everybody, even the bad guys. It was incredible to meet everybody. And that film is a lot of fun. It's also an insight into the behind the scenes workings of a tour, and behind the truth movement, I call it. I always do it in inverted commas because I don't know if it's a movement. It's just people doing God's work, really, and trying to help everybody else sort of get through this shit show and into the other side, which is going to be amazing. And then so that's on the 15th of December, and the reason I did it there in Birmingham is firstly because it's in a community centre, which I think it goes back to my roots. I grew up in working men's clubs and stuff, working class boy from Northampton. And let's get a bit more of this. There is no coffee. Drink or drink not. Yoda's a bit off today, a bit snotty today. Apparently that's because of low air pressure in Ireland, which I need to look into. If it is, just drink cinnamon in your water, and that should help. I've also got spore-based probiotic nasal sprays from America, which I will be using later. I've just got up, really, dropped the kids off. Yeah, so I chose to do it on the 15th of December because Matt Hoy, who was a musician in UB40 who refused to get the jibby jabby and then got sacked from the band, he's a lovely fella, and he's having a party knees up that night on the 15th at 7 o'clock. He's a musician and DJ and everything else, and it's going to be a great night, and it's a great opportunity to get together. And if you can come. There are links on my Twitter, Telegram, on my email list, which is tmas.tv/Mark's email list if you want to join that. And Matt Hoy's Twitter page, he's posting it regularly, and on my Telegram. If you can come along, it will be fantastic fun, and the tickets are really cheap. It costs money to put these events on. We make them as cheap as we possibly can. It's not about making money, it's just about getting people together and celebrating our freedom of thought. That's what it's really about, because all of this is about us becoming more sovereign, and freedom of thought is where that starts, because the thought police are all over the fucking place, aren't they? You know, when they gave us 1984 to read, in 1984, because that's when I was 15, in English, in Budbrook, in Northamptonshire, in Campion School, I remember reading it and talking to my English teacher and going, where did he get all this information from? Eric Blair. I wonder if he's related to Toady. George Orwell. I wonder where he's getting this information from, because it was all a bit too perfect, wasn't it? And why were they teaching it in schools? It's called hidden in plain sight. It's called predictive programming. They wouldn't put it in schools if they didn't want us to be prepared for this time. And 1984 really should have been called 2020, shouldn't it? But anyway, if you can come along. I've also done a couple of live events in Manchester, one in October, one in April this year, and I did a big dinner in Ireland at a castle, which was amazing. And every single time I do these events, pretty much 99% of people there absolutely love it. There are a few arseholes that come along and moan about stuff, but the majority of people are absolutely beautiful and brilliant, and get such a buzz out of being together with other like-minded people who are being positive together, because when you get together, it's exponential, the growth. And we change the consciousness just by being here on this planet. If you're awake and you're an ancient soul, like some other people I know, then just being here is changing the consciousness. And this is a war on consciousness. And if that term is new to you, go and look up Graham Hancock, War on Consciousness. I think it's 2012 on the TED talk in Whitechapel that got banned. They banned it. Why would they ban a talk on a war on consciousness? They also banned the talk by Rupert Sheldrake at the same time, talking about the morphic resonance field, because they said it was pseudoscience. These are two geniuses that they banned. TED. Who'd have thunk it, eh? Thought police. Thought police. Go. See you later.